Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing some more fun-free drumming ideas in my finest festive jumper. I thought I'd go with the Gremlins theme because we are quite often hindered by the little sods, which I swear live somewhere in this barn. Because they pop up every now and again and just, destroy a camera, destroy a lead, or just create some sort of problem which means the video can't come out. But that's not been the excuse of late. I've been on tour with Maurice and the Moss for the last month or so, sort of all around the UK. Did a bit of England, did a bit of Wales, did a bit of Scotland. Had an absolutely amazing time. You can probably tell my voice isn't quite 100% there yet, but it's coming back. Like I said, it's been a hot second since I've actually had a chance to sit down and put a video out for you guys. So I was feeling bad about that the entire time, but then quickly got distracted with all the fun of tour life. But anyway, we are back now, couple days of Christmas, so I thought I'd put together a gloriously gratuitous, festive, Christmassy drum fill that you'll probably never get a chance to use, but it is quite fun to sit down and practice. We've got some good old tricks, we've got lots of little groups of three, we've got some cool crossover action, we've got some hurters in there. We're going to bring this little bad boy into the mix and just have a lot of fun with it. So if you like what you saw in the intro and you want to give this bad boy a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Righty-ho, I don't think I mentioned this in the intro, but this fill is 2 measures long. Predominantly it's like 16ths, so we can count it 1 end, a 2 end, a 3 end, a 4 ender. There's like the odd sort of like 30-second note because we have got a hurter in there. 3 is the big number we're going for. Lots of little like hand kick kicks, right left kick, hurters which take up 3 notes, some sort of like sort of vibes going on. So if you can count to 3, you'll be safe with this one. I know most drummers can't count beyond 4, but luckily this is within that bracket. So let's just shut up and get on with it. We're going to break it down into its like 2 separate bars. You can kind of use each one individually, but you might have to tinker with them, especially the first one because it ends with a double kick. But we'll look at some of the old tricks we've got in there, and then we've got a few new ones in there as well. So here we go. What we got? Just imagine you're playing a groove. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and our first like note we're going to play is going to be snare drum and hi-hat together, so both hands landing at the same time. Nice sort of trashy, washy hi-hat. And then we're going to follow that up with 2 kicks to give us our first 3-note pattern. So we get hand, kick, kick. Now we're going to play this 4 times. It's that classic 4 groups of 3, giving you 12 notes, and you finish off with 4 notes at the end. So with this one, we're going to go 3 notes here. 1, 2, 3, always hands, kick, kick. Then we're going to open up. Hands, kick, kick. Then we're going to cross over. Again, floor tom and hi-hat, hands, kick, kick, then open up again, hands, kick, kick. Now if you want to, it might be worth just sort of practicing, because you're going to be playing a lot of kicks in this one. Just sort of like playing the floor tom and the hi-hat. Cut, as I was saying. With this one, we're going to be crossing over our hands quite a bit. Obviously, we're just going to be playing 1 note with the hands, following up with 2 notes with the feet. So if you want, just practice going. Is it necessary to do this? No. Does it look good? Yeah, it does. So that's why we're doing it. All right, so the first 4 groups of 3 are going to be snare drum and hi-hat. Again, you can change anything that I'm doing here voices-wise, but if you want to keep with sticking, this is what I'm doing sticking-wise. We're going to play snare drum and hi-hat first. 1, open, 2, crossover, 3, and then open again, 4. So if we're counting it, we've got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and then we're going to finish off with right, left, kick, kick, which would be snare, snare, kick, kick. And this is the one I mentioned earlier. It's not particularly easy to play this as a fill on its own. You might want to just like take away one of those kicks, just play 4 notes with the hands, or right, left, right, kick at the end. So you could be like. We chuck that into a groove. Turn this down so I don't deafen y'all. And again. Play better than that. Okay, so a nice simple bar of hands, kick, kick 4 times, and then right, left, kick, kick, or if you want to just finish off right, left, kick, or right, left at the end. But for now, if you want to sort of link this to what we're going to be doing in a second, snare, snare, kick, kick, which would be right, left, kick, kick. So we've got, you can actually do it like this if you wanted to look even slightly snazzier. It doesn't really matter. All right, so from the main start of the groove, so 1, 2, 3, 4, hard to count and play that at the same time, so this time I'm going to shut up. Yeah, that's about right. So that is measure 1. Now measure 2 is going to be utilising something which I love to play, which is right left kick followed by a herter. So I'm going to play a right left kick, floor tom, snare drum, kick. Play the herter off the high tom because that sounds lovely. Okay, herter is obviously 2 30-second notes followed by 2 16ths. Rhythmically, just think the words really, fast, slow. And we're going to play really, up on the high tom, fast, and then slow on here. So we get this really fast, slow, really fast, slow. Okay, and then like in terms of how much time that takes up, it's the equivalent to 3 16th notes. So it's exactly the same amount of time as that little pattern there. So if you wanted to, you could replace this right left kick then a herter with 2 herters. You can go or you can kind of do what you want at this point, but the feel that I've selected, we're going to play right left kick and then a herter off that high tom, really fast, slow. And then we're going to play this little pattern where we're going to go to the floor tom and we're going to play right, left on the floor tom. And then this is where I'm going to utilise this little bad boy that sabotaged me earlier and made me look less cool. This jumper doesn't help either. And we're going to play this little pattern where we're going to go kick and right hand, 2, 3. So it's this whole 3 thing again. Kick and left hand, and 2, 3. So what are we up to there? We're like, if we're counting this, we've got 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and So a lot of the the tail end of this drum feels on this floor tom. So it might be worth just practicing right, left, bang, 2, 3, bang, 2, 3, 1, 2, crash. Is that useful? Probably not. All right, let's just go through the whole feel. So we've got just the second half, that is. So we've got 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and bang. If we speed it up, it actually sounds musical and cool. So here we go. You don't have to play all those notes on the floor tom at the end. It just feels right when you're playing it fast. I just realised how quiet the microphone would have been. Let's play this again. Let's turn it down while I play it faster. And then remember to turn it up again when I need to. Now this one you can put in and play it as a 1 measure drum fill, and that would sound a bit like this. If you haven't got one of these brash little stack things, it will sound quite nice. If you've got like a quick decay china, or just a crash, that'll work. Obviously, you want to hear the impact of it, so you want something that's going to cut through, which this does, really well. Yeah, china will work quite nicely. You go with the bell of the ride, or a crash. As long as you've got that kick thumping underneath, you're going to feel the impact, but something that's going to just really cut through will work really good. And you get that contrast between like the really the sort of sound you're going to get from this, and then obviously the nice low rumble of the floor tom. So now we've got our 2 halves. All right, we've counted off way through both of them. What I'll do is I'll sort of plan back to back this time. Have we turned up? Yes, we have. I'm going to play both parts back to back. I'll put like a little tiny gap between part and part deux, and then we'll just stick it all together and then run through the whole thing. So from the top, we've got. Of course I lied because I didn't actually put any gap between those two. I'll do it again. I'll try and count each bar as I play it put the little gap in there, and then play it again. So here we go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Second bar. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Right, I've turned it down a bit. Let's just play the whole thing all the way through, not too fast. That was quite fast. I'm going to slow it down. If any of you decide that you quite like this feel and you want to utilise it in some sort of song, and you succeed, please film it, send it over, or record it and send it over. I'd love to hear it. I'm just trying to imagine like any scenario where this would work, apart from like maybe like a 2-bar drum break where they're just like, go on then drummer, have your moment, and then you're back into your groove and you're sitting in that pocket again. But yeah, if you do, send it over. That'd be great. I'll stick it up on the channel and the Facebook page. So yeah, there's that. All right, I think I've waffled on long enough. What I'll do is I will sort of partly pop up there. We're going to sort of cut between these two cameras. I'll play at a few different speeds, slow, medium, fast, and then I'll come and say goodbye and wish you all a Merry Christmas. But not until I've demonstrated it at a few different speeds. So here we go. All right, let's go nice and slow. I'm just going to play 2 bars of groove, and then we'll do the fill for 2 bars, because, you know, we like things in 4. So here we go. That's 1. 2. And again. More for luck. Right, slightly faster. 1, 2, 3. Nice fast one. 1, 2, 3. Alright guys, so there it is. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and then checking out all the other drum lessons. There's quite a few of them at this point. And then if you want to go even further, there's also my website, which I'm guilty of not posting enough videos recently, but that's because of the whole tour thing. But we're back on track now. I'm home for a little while so I can catch up. I might be getting a new snare drum soon because this one broke on tour. Turns out Orange County, beautiful sounding drums, but the lugs and the hardware, crap. So we'll try and get that fixed. The sheet music will be available at my website. I'll put a link down below so you can go and check that out. And in the meantime, have an amazing Christmas. A happy New Year, if I didn't see you before then, but I should do because I'm planning to do another lesson. And I'll see you in the very near future. So yeah, thanks a lot and I'll see you soon. Right, bye.